Hello, and welcome to Demo Derby here on the Alsatian Productions YouTube channel. My name is Jack Coburn. I'm the editor-in-chief and founder of Alsatian Productions, and today we're looking at what might just be the best game this week, the demo version of Freefall 95. As discussed in this week's episode of Pieces of Map, and if you haven't checked that out, please give that a like and subscribe and take a look at that, because if you want to know more about what's coming out this week, or any week, check it out. It airs on Mondays at 9 a.m. Eastern Time, and we go through what games come out this week. Anyway, let's talk about Freefall 95. So, the Australian indie studio SBendGames has released their debut game. Players are playing as the sole survivor of a mid-air disaster, dodging hazards, attempting stunts, and collecting items as they plummet towards Earth through 5 levels across 3 difficulty tiers, all in a 90s-esque art-styled soundtrack. Not only does this feel like a 90s-esque art style, it feels like those Flash games you might have played on addicting games like, 15, 20 years ago. It's just a wonderful feeling. The game came out on June 1st, 2026, and at the time of recording of this demo, there is no price available, but that almost doesn't matter at this point because, hey, once again, this is just a demo. Alright, let's get started. Alright, we're on this plane. The white noise of the engines and cabin pressure make it hard to fully relax on this flight. You can't wait to be home in your bed, but you need to keep yourself entertained somehow. Maybe you could drift off and imagine something fun. Would you like to play the tutorial? No. And I've already played the tutorial. The tutorial for a lot of these is just like more difficult than just trying to figure out the game yourself. The tutorial in this game isn't terrible, but it's much more fun to do it this way. So I'm using my Logitech dual action controller on the X setting. I've never actually had used the Logitech dual action controller on this setting before, but it really does work perfectly, because already I'm machining way faster than I ever could have before. Oof. Yeah, you get hit by plane parts, your run kind of ends. There's also like little gaps, these blue things on the score. Just kind of reminds you of Tony Hawk's Underground, doesn't it? Oh, I died. Oh, but hey, I got 4 coins, and I'll show you what that does. Alright, so there's a couple different options for this. So let's walk up and talk to this old man in the hat. I need a volunteer to try out these sunnies I invented. They're pretty powerful, so be careful. Could be useful if you needed to see things from afar. So let's get these high-tech sunnies, and we'll boost them to 8 meters, which, trust me, you need. This guy wants you to do ring challenges. We'll come back and do that at another time. But let's see. Oh yeah, we don't need the tutorials. Come on now. Alright. Here we go. Alright, so we have the 500 point, the 5 trick, the 10 trick. Let's try for the 20 trick combo. We collected 3 tennis rackets, which, judging by the actual room I do this in, I could probably collect about 20 more, but that's another story for another day. Collect 4 severed arms, collect 5 snakes, collect 1 special item, collect 3 special items, collect 5 special items, and land engraved when you hit the ground. Alright, let's see how we do this time. In my head, an 8-bit version of Goldfinger's Superman is just playing in the background. Although this feels like a knockoff version of Moving On Up by Final Scream. Ooh. I was aiming for the drinks cart, by the way. To, like, kick it open. And get the next gap. Alright, let's try for that. Alright, the snake. Over the view, whether it makes it harder or easier, is really kind of up to you. Ooh. And we got taken out. Ooh, we got died. We died. But hey, we collected one special. That kind of helps. Alright. Alright, let's try for this 20. Ooh, using that surf up gap really kind of helped protect us from the door, but oh boy, we're failing. I probably would have liked to have used the Peter parkour to go upwards, but that's just me. But the thing I need was that plane in the suitcase. Oh, we got snaked. Oof. Alright, let's try here. Let's try there. Let's try there. What do you say? Ooh! And the fact we got taken out by a suitcase twice. And man! We died. Alright, let's try this again. Oh! Alright, let's see if we can actually get this wind sound going. I doubt we can. Oh! Yeah! When you get hit by a fuselage, you usually die. Alright. Yeah, okay. Here we go. Oh no! flaming snake got us. That's an adventure in itself. Ooh, we died. Alright, let's see what we can do here. It kind of does help to, like, start slow. Alright, the champagne should help. At least slow us down slightly. Let's make everything a little foggier, but... Ooh! Man! Let's get a combo chain going. Oh! Ah! Ah! Oh, we're getting closer. That's all that really matters. Alright, here we go. Oh! Oh, man! First class just took us out. Oh, the dwarf! Oh, man. Alright, here we go. Oh, we got a model plane. That helps much. Alright, we're doing a whole lot better this time. Ooh. That took us out that line, didn't it? Ooh. Oh yeah, we landed in the grave. Oh yeah, that was cool. I'm so glad I timed that perfectly. Alright, we moved up the leaderboard. Fantastic. Alright, we've completed 7 goals, but we still need to get the manifold. And we should probably head back to the plane, because to launch that mission, we'll need to talk to that person at a certain point. Alright, cool. Well, I expanded our field of vision permanently. That's pretty good. I'll take that. Alright, put on the headphones, turn on the Walkman, and get tossed out of the plane. Yahoo! Let's go! Ooh. Oh, come on. Oh, man. Ooh. Ah. So far, I really like this game. I say that as I get hit in the head by a plane wing. But no, I really like this game. I think this is pretty good. Oh, we got taken out down low. Again, taken out way down low on that one. Woo! We rode that wing, didn't we? Got it launched there. Ah, we were going for that third special. Anyway, what I was saying was, I really like this game because it does absolutely feel like one of those games from the addicting games era of my childhood. You know, the kind that if you were lucky enough to have like a couple computers in your classroom for indoor recess, you know, you could absolutely go ahead and do that. But yeah, I just really like this game. So, let's keep going. Oh. Oh. Ah. Wow. Okay, so we have to beat 798,468. Jeez. This person must have completed, like, everything in this level. And as well called themselves Katamari for how much stuff they probably picked up. Alright, we got the Game Boy. Oh. Avoid the fuselage. He's still collected 4-7 arms in one go. Taken out of context, that would be so weird to hear. But in this game, it makes perfect sense. Alright, let me see what I got back at the plane. Oh, here we go. Let's begin the quest for this. I have no idea what an electrostatic discharge is. Yeah. Wow, there are a lot of challenges. We'll come back and deal with that guy at some point. Okay, so that's what an electrostatic discharge manual looks like. Alright, let's see if we can capture this. Oof. I can see the discharge manifold as the picks me up. Oof. Don't think we're gonna reach him. Nope. Ah, so close. Alright, let's go for it again. Okay. Got it. Okay, so now we have to ride down without getting killed. I'm kind of okay with it. Ooh. Woohoo! Oof. Alright. Okay. Let's go hand in that. Alright, so we completed the quest. Oh! New guy. Sonny's Polaroid camera, cool sneaker, one bad comic. Yeah, I think that can be arranged. Alright, so we'll do one more run and then I'm going to do the quick breakdown of this. Oh! So, to be able to play Stormy Island, you have to buy the game. Makes perfect sense. Alright, so let's keep going with the demo and see what we can do here. Alright. Let's get the cutscene. Oof. We got one snake. Ooh. Okay. Alright. So let's go back to the plane, and I'll give my breakdown of how this game is. Alright, so there are a couple different ones I have. Visuals, controls, mechanics, gameplay, premise. Now, visuals, controls, and mechanics are all 5 points. Gameplay and premise are 10 each. So let's talk about visuals. Once again, I'll just keep saying it. This game feels like something you would have played at indoor recess or on your friend's computer on addicting games like 15, 20 years ago, and I am here for it. I will give it, for no other reason than the visuals meet their purpose, I will give it an actual 4.8 out of 5. So, that's 4.8. Now, controls. When I played through it before, I couldn't get the controller to work. I could only get the keyboard to work. That was on user error. So I figured it out with my controller. 5 out of 5. Mechanics. The power-ups, the boosts, the way you can chain the combos together. I'll give it a 4.8 on that. It feels pretty good. Everything works really well. Definitely play it with a controller. The gameplay. Now, of course, you can play it with a keyboard. I did it. It wasn't too hard. The game feels very accessible to all. You don't need to be, like a master of, Dark Souls or Elden Ring or, Gran Turismo, Grand Theft Auto, Doom, Halo, like some games feel that way. This game feels like it's accessible to all. You don't need to even really have more than a passing interest in gaming to enjoy this. It's just perfectly simplistic. It works really well. Kudos to SBendGames on this. Their debut really knocked it out of the park. I can't wait to play the full version. We'll definitely be playing the full version soon. I'm going to actually give this a 9 out of 10. 9.5 out of 10. And the premise, let's talk about the premise. The premise is you're falling to Earth after a mid-air collision. There's no way to save yourself, so you might as well do what you can to enjoy yourself on the way down. There's nothing too fancy. There's no, massive thought process behind it. Simple premise, simple game, really fun to play. 10 out of 10. So let me do the quick math here. We have, for visuals and mechanics, we have 9.6 out of 10. Yeah, 9.6 out of 10. Then we have 9.5 out of 10 for gameplay, 5 out of 5 for controls, and 10 out of 10 for premise. So let's see. It's 0.1 or 0.11. or 1.1, 18, 19, 24. Alright, we have 34.1 points out of 35. I really didn't see a whole lot of other demos this week. I haven't played all the demos yet, but already I think this is probably going to make Demo of the Week, if not Game of the Week. So kudos to you, SBendGames, for knocking it out of the park on your very first try and giving it, as Peter Brock and Craig Lowndes once said, a red-hot go. Struth, you've really done it this time and hit for 6. So thank you so much for watching. My name is Jack Coburn. This has been Demo Derby here on the Alsatian Productions YouTube channel. Please give us a like and subscribe. Hit that notification bell if you would like to see other videos. We do feature more than just demos of new games. We do have playthroughs of new and retro games, driving games, strategy games, whatever you want to see, we'll probably take a look. Comment down below if you're thinking about buying this game, what interests you, what doesn't interest you. I'd love to hear from what people think about this. Anyway, thank you so much for watching and have a wonderful day. Bye-bye. This has been a presentation of Alsatian Productions. I thought you said Demolition Derby.